Party.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You know, since I was first elected 11 years ago, I've been just so perplexed by the fact we're graduating students who can't read well. We continue to have real problems with literacy in our schools, and that's until I recently learned that teachers are not permitted to carry out universal screening assessments in their kindergarten grade 1 and 2 to identify those students with potential reading problems and then intervene. Instead, the department requires them to use the early grade literacy assessment tool, which fails to achieve this. Universal screening is not mandatory for kindergarten grade 1 and 2 students in Ontario, and universal screener for French immersion students is used throughout Manitoba. We will not solve the literacy problem until teachers are permitted to screen all students to identify those at risk and so they can intervene effectively. Why will the Minister of Education not permit teachers in our province to implement universal screening to identify which of their students are at risk for reading problems beginning in kindergarten?
Je reconnais la ministre de l'Éducation.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you for the opportunity once again to talk about how our government is prioritizing literacy in our moving forward in our plans in education. There are multiple ways that literacy can be evaluated in the classroom level, and a lot of those are being done in New Brunswick, and that's great. We're also investing with specific resources to surround the students in increasing their capacity to read and write. Part of that is the academic support teachers. We're very excited about providing that extra support from academic support teachers directly to the students. Now, on the question on universal screening, that is something that we're considering and that we're looking into, and I'll be happy to update the House when we have more information on that important subject. Thank you.
Je reconnais le chef du tiers parti.
Clearly, Madam Speaker, what the Minister's Department continues to do is failing our students. Universal screening is the key to ensure every student graduates with the ability to read well. In the absence of screening, this goal just will never be achieved. You know, it took a complaint to the Ontario Human Rights Commission to bring about mandatory universal screening in kindergarten grade 1 and 2 in that province to ensure they identify students there with potential reading problems and children who need extra support. And, Madam Speaker, it's working. Without universal screening in New Brunswick, we are going to continue to graduate young people who have difficulty reading. We're failing them. Why won't the Minister institute mandatory universal screening now in the kindergarten grade 1 and 2 years where it will identify kids at risk to enable early intervention by their teachers rather than wait till later when it's too late to support those teachers and those students in their learning journey, Madam Speaker? Thank you.
I recognize the Minister of Education.